away it goes.
We did have an email.
We do have an email, yes.
Email, that's exciting.
I'm very excited about our email. Spoilers. Oh, they're probably going to go.
Yeah, it came in on Tuesday.
Sorry, I was just going to let the music play out. This song goes on for like 3 more minutes. We could have just listened to that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. It's All Fish and Chips, the podcast. My name is Thor, and I am the captain of this here ship, at least for this episode. This is episode 47. Episode 47 of It's All Fish and Chips. Getting so close to 50. I'm excited for the 50 one. We're going to have to plan something big. Special guests and giveaways and all kinds of fun things. I don't know.
Is that the golden? Is 50 the golden?
50 is your
the golden shower.
The golden shower anniversary.
Man.
We missed
Things
out
are
on
finally
the
happening
we
in
missed
my
out
life.
on the silver shower anniversary, so we're just going straight to the golden shower anniversary. Bubby, man, he'll explain that to you later. So don't worry about that. Well, we're already augured this one in the ground, but I'm going to go ahead and do the intros anyway. To my left, tanned and relaxed and looking good, we've got Bubby.
Ar, matey, give me your booty.
Newfound love for coconut rum.
Right.
Very much.
Next to Bubby, got her sunglasses on because she's staying incognito while she's doing the podcast.
No, it's real. Trying to look at you.
Oh, I can pull down the shade here.
Okay, that's better.
He's a bright and shining star, folks.
got-
It's hard to look
Yeah.
Not
at.
all the way.
Not-
then
not-
I feel trapped in here.
Now, oh shit, this is so specific. We've got Amanda,
Just pull the eyes.
and then like 3 weeks in a row, probably a new personal best. We've got Tyler.
How do you like them, Apple?
Oh, Tyler's the only one who did his thing.
I have time to think
Bubby
about it.
created a new one.
Bubby got a new one. I'm not ready for a gong banging good time. It has been a friggin' day for me, but that's all right. So weather is nice. We always give the weather report up front. Weather's been nice. It's in the high 70s, low 90s. We had a bunch of storms blow through and kind of cool it
Humidity's
off.
been low. It's actually been real pleasant.
It has been. Somebody is buzzing on these microphones.
Not where I'm from. What's from?
If you hear the buzz, I'm sorry about the buzz. But I think we have to address the Hawaiian shirted elephant in the room that is Bubby's vacation.
He's
Yeah.
using his imagination.
We have been just on the edge of our seats waiting
Our
for you to
pictures.
get back to answer our questions and to hear the riveting stories.
Oh yeah, because
Of Bubby
we
leaving
have
Miami.
our own we have a wish list of things that we wanted to happen while you were on the boat, but we're gonna hear the real story, and then Tyler and I will tell you kind of what we were hoping for
All right.
if it doesn't come true. But we're hoping it comes true. So Bubby, you went on a cruise.
Yes, our very first.
Yeah.
Now, is this your very first cruise ever?
Yes.
Oh,
Ever.
so that's pretty good.
Yeah. How long was it again?
4 nights.
4 nights.
4 nights, 5 days.
That's a pretty good introduction cruise.
That's an intro cruise. I feel like the 7-day cruise gets a little long.
It does, especially if you have more than like a full day at sea. It gets
Yeah, but so 4 days.
There is a lot to do on the ship, so
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way, like, even in 4 nights, you can do everything. On
Oh
the
no,
boat.
you can't do all of that stuff. They got a whole bunch of things
Yeah.
like secret things that you don't even know they're doing there.
True. Things I don't want to
So cruise line,
do. Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean. So
Good
Bubby
choice.
went fancy. My first one was Carnival. I went
I've
on
done
the
2 Carnival.
flea market of the seas there, but
It's the
Motel
fun,
6 at
the
the
fun ship, right?
yeah, fun ship. And sometimes it's the weed ship. Sometimes it's the getting a fist fight ship. It really depends with them. It's kind of hit or miss with those cruises. Amanda, you ever been on a cruise?
If this thing's rocking, I'm not getting on.
Amanda is not coming a knocking. I imagine the seasickness probably would not be your friend on a good cruise
Well,
ship.
however, the big ship, I mean,
Yeah.
you really couldn't tell.
Have you seen
It's a
the
real
bad
possibility,
days at sea? It'd either be perfectly fine or it'd be the worst time of
I
my
had-
life, and
I've had both experiences.
Yeah, I worked
Yeah.
on a cruise ship for like 9 months.
But
and
I'm
then
glad to hear it was good for you.
Yeah, there's smooth sailing. Didn't get sick at all.
I got
That's good.
okay. So
Left out of Miami.
out of Miami, you guys flew down.
No, yes, we did.
Okay.
Okay, that was a tough
We
one.
drove to St. Louis and flew out of St. Louis.
That's the wrong direction. You know that, right?
It was much cheaper than flying out of Springfield.
All right.
With a hotel.
Boo. What we mean?
Tulsa.
You got a hotel and you stayed the night in St. Louis
Well,
and
on the way,
flew.
on the way back.
And it was still cheaper than going out of Springfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Fair enough. So you flew down there. How'd the flight go?
Flight was fine.
Which airline were you on?
We were on Southwest for the first time.
Oh,
That was cool.
And was that like a
lot of first
2-hour
ones,
flight?
true.
Something like that?
It was.
It's probably 4 hours, 3.5.
It's 3 hours.
Okay. That is not bad.
16 hours. I didn't get my guess in. Sorry.
Well,
Dang
they kept pushing our flight back, so he actually did make up some time in the air. He flew,
Okay.
I guess, faster. I don't know.
You flew-
With the
put
wind,
the
I
pedal
don't
to the
know.
metal.
But yeah,
I know it's 3.5 to Charlotte because I always fly into Charlotte.
Yeah.
And
From
then go
St.
somewhere
from
else.
St. Louis?
No, from Springfield. That's why I was like,
Really?
yeah,
We fly into
Was that with the time change?
no.
Huh.
It's like
Seems long.
2.5.
That's, yeah.
Maybe
like,
3.
Like
It
2.5 seems right. 6 of 1.
On the way back, it's usually
Welcome
3.
to Airline Talk, where we're going to talk about how long it takes to get places.
I was able to watch Aquaman, the first movie, on the way down.
Okay.
And on the way back, I watched Aquaman 2.
And while you
Oh.
were there, you were Aquaman.
And
I
then,
was
and
in the sea.
then Bubby was.
It was more
Aqua-
like SpongeBob, but okay.
First time you seen those movies?
Yes.
Okay. Was that offered by the airline, or did you bring that with you?
That was free movies on the airplane.
Man, I fly the wrong damn airline.
Yeah, they-
Freaking Greyhound of the skies. They ain't got free nothing. They ain't got no
Frontier.
American.
freaking Allegiant.
Oh, out to
yeah.
Vegas.
Boo.
Yeah.
And to Florida, the freaking Greyhound of the skies.
No.
Not only do you not get nothing for free, they're going to charge you like you want some toilet paper when you go in there. That's going to cost you extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You're
wash
doing
your
that to
hands. Oh,
yourself.
man.
Yeah, I did that to myself. I'll admit that. I don't know if it's a good plan or not, but I did it. All right, so you flew down there. How'd Barker do on the plane? First flight for him?
No, because when we went to Disney World,
Oh, that's true. You guys have been to
it was
Florida
a
by
different
plane.
airline. But yeah, he did fine.
Okay.
Good. That's
So
good.
does he sit in the middle? Is he in the middle?
No, he wants to by the window.
Sure.
But on the way down, we had gotten with Southwest. You're in 3 different groups of boarding, A, B, or C. And when we checked in, we got section B, so we had to wait for all the A's to load. And
Damn
by the
A's.
time we did, then all the window seats were gone. So he had.
Oh,
to
so
sit-
there's no like assigned seating on Southwest?
There's not. No,
Oh,
Really?
You
F-
pick your own.
Yeah.
No.
You can pay to guarantee A now. And
We
so that's
did that.
why it's gone.
On the way
Southwest is
back.
just a.
We did that on the way back. But yeah,
You're
so
just- it's
he
like
sat
you're
in the
making it difficult on purpose.
Yeah.
He sat in the middle on the way back, or on the way, so he could look over the British guy that was by the window.
So C, I guess the boarding group C stands for you're going to sit in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
C is for center.
True.
Do you guys sit in the same aisle, or do you guys split it up?
If there were no windows.
So
you probably had-
he and I sat beside each other, and then Kathy sat across from him.
Okay. I'm always jealous of like groups of 3 that you can all just sit together with people you know and don't have to have like a stranger just jobbed into the mix.
Oh,
So how is this plane configured? Was it one of the 2 and 2 or 2 and 3?
3 and 3.
3 and 3.
Okay. So it was a decent sized airplane.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the model number of that airplane? Come on.
On.
sometimes when I travel with people,
Don't
we
even.
don't sit anywhere near.
You're just like, I'm gonna sit up here. I need you guys to sit somewhere else.
Totally different experience.
I've had enough of you for today.
I'll have to see you when we get
Is there
there.
room in the cargo hold?
Yeah.
Can you fit in the overhead compartment?
Oh, I'm in group 2. See you when we get there.
Bye, bitches. Bye,
Sorry, you're in
Felicia.
7.
Oh, look at this. First class. This is nice up here.
Right.
What's it like that back there sitting in the bathroom? All right. So
We
you,
paid extra on the way back to all sit together.
upgrade?
And we actually,
Got it.
we were the first 3 in the airplane.
That's awesome.
Also, you get to sit
With
like
the
right in the.
upgrade.
Do you get the? Can you sit in the exit row at that point, or do you? Or no?
Parker can't sit in the exit row. He's not 18.
Oh, he's close though. So
It's really close.
the exit row, you got more leg room.
It's true.
That's where I sat.
So does that mean there was
I
no
had- I
no
had
first
more
class on?
Oh, so you guys split up again on the way back?
No, we were sitting together.
Okay.
We sat actually a few rows back, so there's still plenty of room, but
Okay.
from the front. But we got to choose and sit together. So
All right, there you go. All right, so Bobby, you get to Miami. You guys fly into Miami?
we did a direct flight,
Right into Miami.
3 hours.
Rent a car, Uber it.
No, there was a shuttle.
Oh, fancy.
The hotel we were staying at, that
So
from the
fancy.
airport to the hotel, and
I don't
You
stand those.
travel bare bottom.
Yeah, I do a lot of times.
and from the hotel to the port was a
Well, like
shuttle.
Vegas, there's no hotel shuttles in Vegas, and then there's no shuttle from Sanford ever for anything
anywhere.
because it's a hike.
Yeah, why do you fly into San? Oh,
Why?
I forgot.
Allegiant, because I fly Air Greyhound.
Yep, that's an interesting question.
Air Greyhound only goes one spot, and it's not a good spot.
Yep.
But nothing they do is good, but it's cheap.
Oh, before we get too far, I got to tell my story about the racing on I-270. So
Oh,
I was
yeah.
on the way to St. Louis.
Okay.
So this is a good story. So we're driving along west side of St. Louis, driving up to the airport, and there's this exit we're coming up on ramp, and come flying off of it are a Lamborghini, Audi. What is it, I8 or
I know what you're talking
whatever
about.
the
Those things
sports
are
car
sweet.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and I want to say a Corvette, and
Pace
a
car.
Porsche, and and so they took off. They were like racing. It was hilarious. And then a few miles down the road, they had slowed down enough to where we caught up to them. But this Mustang comes flying by me, trying to catch up to them.
Right.
It was fun. It was a little funny on that.
Like little Mustang is like, I can race
It was
too.
Nah.
bring up with the Lamborghini.
Boing. See you, boy.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that was fun.
That was the good story.
It was. I mean,
Holy hell.
when are you go? Else
Why do we invite her again?
Racing each other. That was. It was.
The fun killer.
All right.
All right.
That
So,
was my story of it.
yeah, I'm sorry the fun killer got you on that one. So you're in Miami. Any activities before the cruise?
We spent the night, and that was. I mean,
Yeah, you didn't go anywhere.
didn't
No
do-
Cuban food.
Didn't go to what's
We
the
ate at
place
the
where they got the
hotel.
jousting?
They had a restaurant at the hotel. We ate at.
It's like Dixie Stampede, but with knights.
Medieval nights. Medieval
times.
Medieval times.
No, nothing.
No, they got-
Have one in
like that.
Miami?
They got one in Florida. I don't know if it's in Miami or not.
Probably not.
I know Orlando's got that pirate show you can go see. I went and saw that once. But all right, so no special activities. You're just saving it all up for the
That's all right.
boat.
Yeah, you're saving it up.
Right.
All right, so
Ate
boat
dinner
day
and went to bed.
comes.
Yep. We took the shuttle to the port and got on to.
Man, he's doing it right. I never get a fucking shuttle anywhere. All right, keep going.
Right.
And went through port security just fine. Got on board. It was amazing.
What time did you get on?
We were 12. Well, probably about 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to wait a little while to get your room.
Yes. So we go do our muster
I was
drill.
going to say, you do the muster station.
Yeah, put on. You don't have your life jackets yet. You just got to go down there and check in.
Right. And they tell us.
Royal Caribbean, because so you know on a lot of cruise lines they'll like line you up and hey, you have to wear your life jacket and all this thing. Royal Caribbean goes, go down to this spot, and you go down to that spot, and they go, you good? And you go, yeah, I'm good. And they go, all right, you're done. And they just send you on your way.
Well, they have an app, so you have to watch a little bitty 15, 20-second video on the app.
Yeah, if you
about how to put your
if you get into your
vest on.
if you get into your hotel, if you get into your cabin, you can just watch it on the TV.
Right, it is on that as well.
So you just put it on and ignore it.
But we weren't in our room yet, so we just watched the video, and then
Where's your
checked
muster
in.
station?
It's on fourth floor, fourth deck.
Mine was robot bartenders. I had to go. I go check on the robot bartenders when the ship starts sinking. That was my plan.
Was that Oasis classes? What was that?
That's the big one. Yeah, same one
Yeah.
you were on.
Well,
You guys didn't have
we
robot
were-
bartenders.
We were freedom class, so
Oh, you were on the small.
ours
one.
wasn't. Well, it's still a huge ship.
Yeah, that's a big ship.
Yeah, they're all big.
But we didn't have the robot. That would.
Okay. It's not that cool. I'll be honest with you. It's just an arm that it looks like it could either spray paint a car or it could get you a drink. One of the two things, and it's pricey. So it, meh.
Does it make the drink though for you?
Yeah, it goes up to
Pours
like
it?
a little faucet, and then like the scotch will pour in, and then it goes to another little faucet, and then the soda pours in, and then it sets it down for you, and there's your drink.
Shaken,
Robot.
not stirred.
Yeah, Vegas had them too. It's not a real.
Seems
right.
gimmicky.
It is. It's very gimmicky.
All right.
People like it though.
Yeah.
It's from the future.
It's from the future.
Get your drink from the future.
So
All right.
how long were you in port before you guys set sail? Because I remember being I felt like it was quite a while that I jacked around that boat before we actually did anything.
Yeah, it was like 4:30 or 5 before we shoved off.
Yeah, shoved.
Have I?
Who's shoving that boat?
Who shoved that boat? Get it running start.
Minions.
Have I ever told? And I probably have. And you can tell me to shut up in here in just a second. What happened to my wife on our honeymoon cruise in port before we left port?
I don't
No?
recall.
Did she get sick?
All right. I'm gonna jump in on your story and I'm giving it right back. So we go on our honeymoon and we're walking around the ship. We have just got on the ship. We've put our stuff in our room. We're gonna take a little tour of the ship. We go up to the top deck and we're walking down off the top deck onto the pool deck. And as she's coming down the stairs, she catches the back of her heel on the stair and peels off the back of her heel.
Oh.
We have been on the ship for 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. So now we have to go down to the infirmary that's on deck one, and meet with the ship's doctor. Every ship has a doctor, and so he's kind of checking her out and looking over her foot. And as we're sitting down there doing it, I'm watching us leave port through a little tiny window in the infirmary. But at this point, I'm like, well, they can't kick us off now because we already left. So they give her some like Tegaderm to put over her wound, and she's not allowed to get it wet on our honeymoon our Caribbean vacation. So that happened. Anyway,
Jeez.
before we even left port, we'd already been to see the doctor. So,
Oh no.
you're on board. All right.
Yep. Did the party where they
Sail away party.
sail away
The whole
party?
intro.
Yep, did that?
Yeah.
Did they play the
Had a
song?
drink.
Come sail away.
I don't know. I don't.
I feel like you're
too
Lost an
drunk.
opportunity.
remember-
Bobby was already ripped. 16 beers into it at this point.
I don't remember
He's
the.
shotgunning Long Islands and just,
Remember, there's a conga line.
Did you get in it?
I don't think so.
Did Parker
I
get in
don't
it?
think so. He was so drunk.
So what-
already.
Bobby, did you get the drink package on this cruise?
No.
Okay.
No, I paid for them all.
Ah.
Almost.
Well, it turns out like you have to drink like 10 or 12 drinks a day
Yeah,
to
you
keep up with the drink
you got
package.
to drink a lot.
Like starting on that first day and counting the day you're getting off the boat.
I could probably hang with.
You got to get 10 in you before you get off the boat, Tyler.
I could
On the
probably.
last day.
I could probably. I got nothing else to physically
You just
do.
drink
I-
more on the other days.
Oh, you're so sick by the time you're done. Ugh.
So the funny thing I thought was funny was first thing in the morning, the Windjammer, where the buffet. There's a bar there, and people are already.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, getting the mimosas,
First thing.
getting ready for the day.
Not even just that.
Being
just
on a cruise is the
cocktails.
best excuse to drink in the morning. Like there's no better excuse to drink in the morning than being on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
And the mimosa is the perfect way to start that drinking. It's healthy. It's got orange juice.
Right.
It's a fruit, right?
It's so gross.
So what was
So much
Parker's
sugar.
initial thought of the ship? Like how big it was? Like did he seem to care? Was
Yeah, he
like, oh, that's
did.
really
He
cool.
was. Yeah, he thought it was the coolest thing.
We're gonna need a play-by-play of Parker here as you're telling this story. All right, how he's doing, and that's what the audience is waiting for.
It's hard to tell expression wise because his expression doesn't change much because of his autism. But he was, we kept asking him all along, how are you doing? Are you enjoying this? Are you having fun? He's like, yes.
Good.
This is so cool, Dad, and Dad are.
That
Yeah,
are
I was gonna say that's not what
Mama
it,
are.
let's say what
It
it
was
said.
Mama and Dad are
Mama
the
and
whole
Dad
time. But yeah, he was having a great time.
That's awesome.
First night he went to the youth hangout place.
Okay, so that was my question: is like, did he go to the kids camp thing, the teen camp thing?
He just did it the first night. That was
Okay.
all. He hung out and we sent him by himself.
Yeah.
Just
17 years old,
trying to make him be independent.
right?
And, when we were done with what we were doing, I think
Sweet love in the cabin.
we were poolside.
Parker, don't listen to that part.
Poolside, you were hot. I
We're
didn't know they allowed
poolside.
that.
They're gonna call you on that one, Bobby.
We were hanging out poolside. I don't know what we were doing, drinking,
Drinking.
of course. But we went to just tell him that where we were going to be at, so he wouldn't be surprised looking for us. And so, we played bingo. That's what we did.
That's some old people shit.
Played some bingo. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people there.
So you guys didn't use like the Royal Caribbean app there to keep in touch?
Well, he doesn't have a phone.
Oh.
We won't let him have a phone.
Oh, that's bad parenting. All right, got it.
No, it's bad on his part because he won't be independent and
Responsible.
mature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him like a flip phone.
Get him old fashioned grandpa
Yeah.
phone.
Just get him one of those like watches that they have for kids, where it's like just a button for mom.
What
and dad.
was the one they had for the old people? Like Ladybug? Was that the name of that
Jitterbug.
one?
I think so, yeah.
Jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
Jitterbug. Oh, Jitterbug. Yeah, it had like you could only call like 9 numbers on it.
Yeah,
One of them was 911.
yeah. The kid ones just have mom and dad,
Oh, there you go.
or it's like mom and grandma, or
Yeah.
whatever. I
There
think
you
it's
go.
like
Numbers
two
or something.
numbers, yeah.
Well, I know that on a Royal Caribbean, if your whole family's got their phones, you can't use the Wi-Fi for free, but you can use their app for free, and then you can communicate through the app. Like, hey, we're going to the pool, and
Oh, that's
send it.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried doing that with
Yeah.
Kathy. And
Whoa. Did you just have a stroke? What happened there? Your wife's name is,
no. Well, so,
or was this not your wife?
no, it
Was just some lady you met?
It
She
was.
just said, "Don't ever use my name on that podcast."
No.
I don't blame her.
She
He
hates
ate
it
me
when
with
I.
you folks.
She hates when I call her Kathy a lot. She prefers Catherine. And
She
so-
likes you to refer to her by her formal name, Bubby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to use her familiar name.
Well, in public, in front of people.
Not in front of people can you talk to me by my short name.
She
but you
like
will address me by my formal name when we're in public.
the queen. Yes.
Michael.
And so anyway, Parker went to this club. It's called Social 33. And then when we went to
Very fancy.
go tell him where we were going to be at, they were going to all play dodgeball
Okay.
on the sports court. And
Okay.
so-
Sports court.
I heard sports.
what do you want to
sport.
call it? I don't know. It's,
Where they have the
'cause
sports balls.
It's
You-
got basketball and it's got pickleball. And
Sports court.
They do, dodgeball on it.
Okay.
Tennis.
Multi-purpose
Yeah,
venue.
It is.
Okay.
And so he hung out with them until they were done, and he came and found us. So
Okay. But then he was done with kids. He was like, Psh, I'm done with those guys.
no, they just didn't have a lot of formal time the rest of the time. Like they were only open for like maybe 1 hour before dinner, and then they would do something for a couple hours after dinner.
That is not enough time to
Oh,
lay
yeah.
the Mac down on anything.
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, most of them probably have phones, and they just exchange numbers. And
Right. Hey, call me.
I guess that's true.
They
This
had video
experience is
games.
different than the last one I went on, probably.
Yeah, they had video games and stuff like that. I think in there, but
So did he make any friends, like anybody that he talked to throughout the cruise or as you passed? Like, hey,
not
Maybe.
really.
Okay.
Not really.
yeah, I
There were
didn't.
a lot of girls he like looking at.
I was going to say, was it just like bikini overload? Because
It really was.
I mean,
No, you're 100% right. The hot tub story would lead us to this now question.
Yeah. So
every person in the bikini, he just eyeballs just.
Right.
this-
Just hard staring at him.
I want to say the second day we were in Nassau. We went in the morning, and then went to Senior Frogs.
Senior.
Senior Frogs.
Good. A fine local establishment
Yeah,
helping out the local community with senior frogs.
they had some great drinks. Anyway,
Dude, did you use the yard?
Bubby, did you?
I did. I
Yard
brought it
drink?
home.
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Bubby, did you literally just drink yourself through 5 days?
yeah.
pretty much.
All right.
anyway,
I was like, I'm on
What I would have
vacation.
done.
it was a vacation. Yeah. So
$7,000 later.
I know we went in. We went back to the boat afterward and hung out at the pool, and Parker rode the slides that were on the boat.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Did they have they have that drop one that like sends you out over the edge of the boat?
Yeah, these two went out, but they were enclosed tunnels.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, you don't just free.
Yeah. It's not like open where you can just whip out over the side into the ocean.
Whoops.
one of their boats does. We were.
I don't really think
No,
it
It has
does.
to have a
It's
clear
Disney.
top. It has to have a clear
Yeah,
top.
Disney was parked beside us, and
Yeah.
the Disney Wish, and they had the.
They got the drop
coaster.
one.
They got the coaster.
Oh, they got the coaster too.
yeah, the water coaster. It was pretty cool.
See, I want to do the skiing, the surfing.
And theirs is
on the
open.
back.
Oh, they do have that. Did
I've
you
never-
guys have the wave rider?
Wave rider,
Yeah.
whatever it's
I
called.
want to try that.
Did you
yeah.
do that?
No.
Bubby, come on.
Does that cost
No.
extra?
No.
I think you just got to wait in
You
line
just
for it.
gotta sign,
Just a
sign a
ride.
waiver and get in line.
Did they have the big slide on this one that goes from the top deck down to like
No.
deck 6?
Just a slide. No slides.
Okay. I did that one. That was pretty good.
That looks really steep, though, in video or picture.
Yeah, it's not bad because you're all enclosed. You don't know how fast you're going. You just come, you get in it, you push off, and then you pop out at the bottom. You're like, that thing happened.
Just fly out like a bullet.
Yeah.
All right.
So you guys posted a lot of pictures and stuff, and I saw that you guys were at the theater quite a bit. Did they have any good shows or any?
They did. Yeah, we went to two.
Did they have the Aqua Theater?
No, this one did
Okay.
not have.
I'm so confused by these boats. I don't know which
I
one's
know.
which.
They had the ice skating, but we never saw that show. We didn't go to
Oh.
that one. There was, again, so much to do.
Yeah.
That,
Right? Did you do laser tag?
no.
Okay, so they so they got the ice skating rink, right? And they'll have like an open skate one night, and then they'll have the ice show, and then they set up like this inflatable laser tag thing, like they deck over top of the ice, and then just have this laser tag thing.
Yeah.
And it's A, broken as hell usually, and B, it's like me versus like 3 foot tall children, and I'm just laying waste to all these little kids.
Yeah, they did have that, but we didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
They didn't do the ice skating show, but the other shows was same cast for both, but different shows. So that
Yep.
was pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
What kind of show we're talking about here, Bubby? Superheroes?
No,
I had a superhero show on mine.
more fairy tale, like
Oh.
telling, singing modern songs to fairy tale stories.
Glee,
Cool.
Maybe.
I
maybe.
think we had that. I think
Not
we had
a cappella.
comedian one night.
Yeah.
There was a variety of stuff. It was.
We had a lot of weird shows on ours.
Yeah.
Like one of them was just, it was part 2 of a superhero story. I've never seen part 1, so I don't know how that went, but it was like, we've got 6 generic superheroes, Fireman and Water Girl, and they're going to fight electricity guy. And you're like,
Wind person.
I don't know what's happening here, but I don't think this is good.
No, well,
Bubby didn't have that show.
didn't have that one.
No.
Sorry.
But there was some good entertainment.
It was really
That's
good.
good. I remember doing, I think, karaoke one time. Like, what else was there to do besides the theater?
Wait a minute, how'd you do at bingo? I need to know how you did bingo. Did you win?
We did the were pull tabs.
Uh-huh.
Remember pull
Oh,
tabs?
yeah.
So we got some of those with our cards.
Right.
And we won $2 whole.
Heck
Hell yeah. And you paid what, $50?
Paid $70, but we had
Shit, fire.
but we had a $50 credit that our travel agent
Right.
put on board for us, and so we
I used that to go to one of the nice restaurants. That $50 credit.
well,
Bubby blew it on bingo.
yeah, well, got to spend it on something.
They ain't got no prostitutes on there.
Right? Come on.
Is either that or a drink.
Just didn't find them.
Oh yeah, that's a different deck. You just got to look for upside down pineapples, if you know what I mean.
So do they still do the formal dining, like where you sit like at a group with, like a table with more than just your group? I know when I was at the Budget of the Sea,
The budget of the sea.
Shit of the-
with a carnival that there was an 8-person table. There was
What was
4
the
of
name
us.
of the ship? Was it the budget?
I was just saying, like, it's essentially what it was because it was.
Yeah, I just like to think that there's a boat floating around in here that's actually called the Budget of the Seas.
Isn't that called Margaritaville?
Probably. That is like the worst cruise line ever, apparently, the Margaritaville one.
what I've heard.
Especially now that he's passed away. I don't think they're keeping up the quality.
So you'd have dinner with other people besides just your own group. There was 8 people. We had 4 in our group, and there was
Right.
8 people at the table, and there was
See-
2.
Yeah. Well, we had 6 settings at our table, but
Mm-hmm.
the first night nobody showed up but us. So
That's
we-
win-win.
yeah. So every night we had a table to ourselves.
Somehow, every cruise that Jordan and I have done, because she doesn't want to sit with other people.
No,
She has zero desire to sit or talk with other people. We have managed to get a table for 2 on every cruise that we've done.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
That
they're
is
just
nice.
like, why don't you sit over here by yourselves? And we're like, perfect. That works out great.
I would love that.
I don't want to talk to that. And then the last one we were on, there was a table of like 12 next to us. But the first night, only one dude showed up, and he had like 3 meals. Like, I was just watching that dude, and he had like lobster tails, and he had steak, and then he had something else. He had like 2 desserts. And I was like, that dude is eating for all of them people,
Yeah.
apparently.
Might as well.
They didn't show up, so I'm just going to eat all of this.
You got to pay extra for lobster tail.
Right? This guy did not care. He had drinks. He was there. He was doing it up right.
All right.
He then jumped off the boat to get away from the bill, I bet, I'm going to guess.
Probably.
Just next port. See ya.
Yep. Whoop.
All right. So early or late dining? Which one?
Early.
Early dining. That is correct choice. Late dining doesn't come till 8:30, and that is where crazy people eat dinner. So
That's when everything's going on. You
how was the food on your ship?
It was pretty good. The steak wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but again, it's mass cooked probably,
Right.
but it was okay. It's funny because I got it the first night, and the director over
The cruise director.
eating, over the
Yeah.
dining
Director
hall.
over eating.
the dining
The eating
hall.
director.
How do you get that job? I'll be real good at that job.
His name was Mario, and he goes, yes, like Mario Kart.
Isami. Did you
I
ask
think
where
he
he
actually did that.
Did you ask where his brother was?
No, I didn't.
Luigi.
But he come by just to see how everything was going.
Yep.
And everything, and I was like, is it rude to ask for some steak sauce?
It's rude. This is a boot. Can I get something besides a boot?
It just didn't have much steak, didn't much spice or anything.
Yeah, I can imagine that's probably the
This ain't no Texas Roadhouse
It was
here.
cooked well enough, but so he went and told the waitress, and she brought me over some, but she wouldn't let me pour it. She wouldn't let me keep the bottle. She had to pour it.
Because you
for me.
steal it.
Yeah.
I don't trust you
No,
either
I'm
with
not
a
gonna
bottle of
steal it.
steak
Break
sauce.
that on the
You're
table
just
and
gonna
stab her in the neck because she gave you a
just
boot.
chug it. Bubby's just
No.
going to chug the steak sauce.
Not enough on the boat.
So she poured it, and I had to tell her when. So
Oh, that's weird.
yeah,
It's like them. That's like them pepper grinder
Mill.
people.
Yeah.
You want some pepper?
going. No,
Yeah.
wait.
Can I just do it myself? Nope. That's my job.
Parmesan or
Parmesan?
Parmesan. on the-
Practicing this for a while.
just this motion right here. This pepper grinding motion. I've been. Just visualize that at home, kids. How that works, and then make it dirty, and you'll be right on track.
That'll be where we're at.
Yeah. So dinners were good. I mean, the meals were pretty good.
Now, did you eat in the dining hall all 4 nights that you were there in the
No,
main dining room area?
We skipped one night, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
ate at Windjammer.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
That's pretty.
Windjammer is for those of you who don't cruise, is the buffet on the top deck that serves a vast variety of foods, trying to cater to many nationalities.
Yeah.
And some of that food you look at and go, nope, that is.
Oh no, it wasn't Windjammer. Solaro's. That's where we ate that.
Oh, okay.
The one night we
Solaro's.
missed Solaro's, which is the pizza place.
Right, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
And that place
it
is
was
open
okay.
till like late at night. That place is for like 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
When you're like, I could use a little snack.
That's
And
the
you-
thing that I really enjoyed about the thing was you could eat whenever
Yeah.
hungry. There's always something.
Carnival had the Guy Fieri's burgers. I ate so many Guy Fieri's burgers. So many Guy Fieri's burgers. They were so good.
Was that included the price? Or
Yep, that was included in the
extra?
price. It was
Wow.
not extra. It was on the top deck right by the pool area.
Oh heck yeah.
And you could just go up there and get you. And they also had on the other side, they had I think pizza and maybe taco bar over there. And that's where my
Local
wife went.
Fresh.
Okay, so this was on
Royal
Carnival.
Caribbean.
Yeah, but on Royal Caribbean, it's the Local Fresh. But that, if you're on a 7-day cruise, doesn't open till like day 3.
Oh really?
Yeah, and you don't know that. So you're just wandering around like, there's supposed to be a taco place around here somewhere. And they didn't open that thing till later. They're like, okay, now you can have it. Now you've been on board long enough. We'll let you have
They'll
the
run out of
tacos.
tacos.
We
Right. It's the most popular thing.
we never ate there.
At the logo, we
Never
hit
had
for
it.
lunch.
Never had it.
But again, we're out there for 7. You're out for 4. You're just trying to get as much fun as you can in you.
Yeah.
You're just
that
you're
was-
packing it full.
All right. So, did you eat at Windjammers? You had breakfast at Windjammers, right?
Yeah, we'd have breakfast and then some lunches.
Yeah.
We ate at Playmakers the last day, full day that we were there.
Is that the sports bar?
Yeah.
Okay. That's extra.
That was good. Yeah, but it was good.
Okay.
Yeah, really good.
All right. So, first day, Nassau, Bahamas.
First day, Nassau, had Senior Frogs, then swam.
That's the Bahamas, right? That's not Key West. That's Bahamas.
That's Bahamas.
Okay. What am I thinking? Key West.
You're thinking Key West, yeah.
Yeah. And then poolside, in the hot tub.
At Senior Frogs?
No, back on the ship
Oh, okay.
that afternoon.
Because all the Jimmy Buffetts have all those pools that people sit in.
Yeah, I'm not
I went, yeah.
No, that's the most communal pool ever. Like
like I
the
was gonna
ship
say, like
pool
I'm on a
is
ship
bad.
pool. Yeah.
The ship pool is bad, but then to go to like Margaritaville and sit in their pool, nothing good has ever happened in that pool, and no chlorine and cleanness was ever in that pool.
No.
First day,
Sulfuric acid wouldn't get the stuff off there that needed to be gone.
right? Don't be sitting in one of them restaurant pools.
So did they have? I don't. Again, I'm comparing an older Carnival cruise with a newer Royal Caribbean. But did they did the chocolate buffet where they had the big chocolate water fountain?
No.
They don't do that.
No,
they don't
they
have
don't do that
no
anymore.
midnight buffets.
Really?
Yeah, that was.
I think a lot.
When I worked Norwegian Cruise Line, that was
Yeah.
my favorite thing because we were allowed as performers or the entertainment staff was allowed to go to the midnight buffet. It was the only guest thing that we could do. I fucking love that chocolate buffet. I eat so much shit at that chocolate buffet.
All that fruit and just put it right.
They
in
don't
the
do that no more.
Really?
Well, COVID.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, that's true.
Now,
Well, it's still got Windjammer. It's the same thing.
yeah, but that's all. This was just like out, like on tables.
Yeah, it was a big, long spread of just.
Yeah, there was no
fruit,
sneeze guard on this
vegetables,
back in the day.
I mean, a big chocolate
To,
fountain.
to be honest, it's probably for the best they got rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
because,
yeah, yeah.
That
There was all kinds of fruit that dropped.
you would get 7 diseases now if there's new diseases would be discovered on this chocolate buffet if they still did that shenanigans.
So my questions might be dated, but
No.
All right,
chocolate
so
buffet.
NASA. That was it. Senior frogs, and you're done.
Yeah. Well,
Get back on the ship.
We looked at all the tourist spots. I
Okay.
again was looking for rum that was special to the Bahamas to bring back for us to test, but it was all stuff I could get in America.
We went to the Pirate Museum, and
Key West.
no, NASA in the Bahamas.
There's one in Nassau.
There's one
Yeah,
in
that's
Key West that I went.
we went to the one in Nassau. It is not only a tourist trap, but not a good one.
Just a bunch of tchotchke bull crap. Like,
No, there's like 2 like rooms that are really cool, and then there's a lot of nothing.
really.
Yeah.
I will.
A lot of
I'm not
plaques
gonna
to
lie.
read.
I will get sucked into a freaking pirate, like in Key West, a pirate like museum.
Yeah. You go into this one room and you can see the outside of the ship, and then you go into the ship, and that's really cool. And then it's a lot of like reenactment scenes of things you don't give a rat's ass about, and a lot of plaques you got to read. And yeah,
Did you see
I would fall for that.
the party boat that is
the pirate ship one.
Pirate ship?
Yeah, I've never done that one,
That
but
was
I've seen
pretty
that a
cool.
couple times.
That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
We did that when we went to Cancun, just being Catherine before.
Catherine.
I know. Before we got
Catherine.
had Parker,
Catherine, let him call you by you.
we went to Cancun and rode the party boat or whatever it was called, and it was amazing. It was so fun.
Okay.
A lot of drinking on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is I'm noticing a theme here.
They, what was fun was they like make you do a handstand and then give you the
Wait, what?
funnel with the hose, and you,
Are you doing keg stands
you have
at
to
Senior
drink it.
Frogs?
No, this was back in Cancun.
Oh, okay. I was
I'm
like,
talking about.
Bubby,
I was
you
like,
are too
hell
old to
yeah.
be doing a
It's like
keg
Parker's
stand.
holding my legs up, and
No,
we
this
are
was-
just.
This was back.
Catherine is pouring
talking
the.
about when we went to Cancun. No,
Okay. I was like, Bubby, you are too old to do a keg
Averaging
stand.
2 gallons of vodka a day here, and just.
Right. All right. So that's day 1.
yep. Day 2 was the Coco Cay.
Private Island. Perfect
Island.
day at Coco Cay.
Yep, that was a lot of fun. We went to. We were
How-
mainly stayed in the pool area.
How many
but we
ships
did-
in port?
There's only 2.
Okay.
And it was
That's not bad then.
ours, and there was a smaller
Yeah.
one called Vision. And
Did you get a picture of that where it's like your
Yeah.
big ass giant ship, and then then it'll be like one of their like dinky little ships next to it, and you're like, oh, I see how this could have gone for me.
Yeah, I did. I posted a bunch on Facebook.
Okay.
If you want to look at them
I'll
there.
pull them up right now. I'm going to gaze at them.
And then,
Gay.
so we went to the Oceanside, and
Uh-huh.
me and Parker got in and took pictures of us while we were in there. And when we were done taking pictures, this lady screamed about 10 feet from us.
Uh-huh.
We looked down over, and there was a stingray right
Oh.
between us. And so
Unless you're Steve Irwin, you can't go worry about
we got to
stingrays.
Yeah, we got to swim with.
Stingrays
Stingray.
for free. You didn't even have to pay for that.
Didn't have to.
That was nature
no extra
provided.
charge. Yeah.
Did you guys lay in the hammocks and?
We had beach those chairs that
Okay.
recline back.
That pool is cold though, right?
It wasn't bad. It started. I mean, it was a little chilly at first, but yeah.
They don't heat that pool up. That pool is.
No, it's not heated, but
No.
it felt good because it was humid and hot.
What's your high temperature there? You know,
I no,
didn't keep track. Too drunk to keep track of that. Gotcha.
it's not too drunk.
Just keep going back at it.
it was warm.
You guys ate lunch on the island at the
Did
big cabana there. Where they,
and I ate with iguana.
oh, did just a random ass iguana show up and was like, "Hey, you got food in there?"
We kind of divided up for lunch. I went my way, and her and Parker went a different way.
I'm gonna need some.
You know, you guys go over there. I
Peter
gotta,
losers.
Yeah.
I ended up going to this one place and eating on a deck right beside the inlet where everybody was swimming,
Uh-huh.
so I could look,
at the
out
ladies
over
in their
them.
bikinis. Gotcha.
I was not looking at it. And
The liar.
there were three iguana around my table.
Oh,
as I
just
was eating.
like, hey, you done with that burger yet?
Right.
You gonna give me some of that burger, buddy?
Right.
You got any French fries left over?
Watermelon.
Watermelon? Come on, give me something. I'm an iguana. I need something. I'm too big to catch anything on my own.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we met back up later. And
Okay. So did you guys
More
do
swimming.
any no excursions on this trip?
no
a single
excursions.
one.
You didn't sign up for a single excursion. You didn't go
Nope.
swimming with pigs or
They do. They have
laugh. I did it.
They have pigs.
Swimming with pigs?
Yeah.
Have you not done?
Island?
Have I not told this story?
Pig
I
Island.
feel like I've told this story.
You may have. It's probably one of the many days I was gone.
They got a crew. You can take a excursion where they'll get you on a boat and they'll take you off to this different island. And on this island, this is not Royal Caribbean doesn't own this. Okay, so they own Coco Cay, and that's their port, and that's their private island. But you get on a boat and you go to this other island, and these dudes have like this deck and like this like one little bar set up, and then like a sandy beach.
That's when you're at Nassau, though.
No,
Those-
they also have it at Coco Cay because that's where we did it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it at both. We did the one at Coco Cay.
Okay.
They take you out there and then they go, okay, we're going to go down, and they bring out one pig, like just one pig by himself. And they're going to go down, take pictures with the pig, but we're going to do these photo op ones with you. So they get the pig to stand up like he puts his front legs on this like table, and then you can stand next to him and get your picture taken. I got that picture. And then they're like, okay, we're going to go down the beach. And they go down to the beach and they call the pigs, and all these pigs, there's like 20 of them come running down out of the woods, out of the like scrub brush up there. And then they get them to go down into the water. They got food, and they're like tricking them into the water. And you can go down there and kind of swim around. The pigs will swim around, and you can take pictures, and they'll like have you hold the pig while you're out there and stuff. But at the same time, they had like 8 baby pigs. My wife was like, baby pig. And that was all she could focus on, right? And so she's over there just jacking with these baby pigs, and like they have to go, and they like go underneath one of the trees to like cool down, and they'll grab that pig and drag its ass back out. But they take real good care, and they have like 2 sets of pigs so they can alternate the pigs, so they don't get like wore out. I don't know who it is, Bubby.
Yeah,
it's a buzz.
Kind of interference from something.
It's probably your headset wrapped up in all these cables, but I don't know. If you're hearing the buzz, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about it. We have to replace one of these cables probably. Anyway, so we swam, but the pigs are just shitting in the water the whole time.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And they got a dude with a skimmer, and he just goes through and just like skims off the top of the water. So I got in there like to begin with, and then like that happened, and I was like, I'm good. I'm be over here on the side. So anyway, Coco Cay, that has a water park, but you guys didn't go to the water park, right? Okay.
It's like $200.
Yeah, it's pricey to go to that water park.
Yeah.
We didn't do that either.
They have a private side now where
Yeah.
it's adult only.
Yeah, they adult only beach.
We didn't do that, of course.
Didn't.
Parker's not old enough to get in there.
like
That was good. That'd have been your
18.
chance to ditch him, though.
Not true.
Hey, Parker, why don't you go lay in the sun for a while? We're going to go in here to the private beach,
Yeah. That would have been great.
if you know what I mean. All right. So
So far, the weather's been good.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
complaints. Good.
No problems.
okay, Parker's still having fun, having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What's his favorite thing so far?
What's
The,
Parker?
the slide on,
All right.
Yeah.
on the ship.
Big fan of the slides.
Loved it.
Cool.
Just
Okay.
wore himself out.
And that's something that you guys could go do, and he could just go.
He can just
Bubby
go
just
ride
sits
it
up
all day
there.
long.
Fly.
I rode it one time,
Sure.
and apparently I picked the slow side. There's 2, and
Sure.
I got about halfway down, and I started slow and way down.
Are we blaming the slide for this, Bubby?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll blame that.
Your
But-
shorts creep up and your butt just stuck
Yeah.
to it.
Is that what happened? Too much
The water pressure just was not
water
great.
pressure.
So I kept having to sit up and lay down, sit up and lay down, sit up and lay down.
Doing
And all the way
doing
down.
crunches, ab crunches the whole way down.
So I come out, and I
All
don't.
cramped up.
Kathy's just at the top of the slide with her foot
No,
over top
she's
of the
not-
way the water's coming out.
She's
like
she's
fuck
not
that guy.
even there. She's
then a little bit of water, and then puts her foot back over it.
no, she's still by the pool. She's not even
All right.
even caring about that. And so Parker had already gone because we went together at the same time. He went to the other side, and he'd already gone over to the entrance to go back, and
Bypassed, lapped him.
well, we had to pull our water shoes off to go down, and so he was putting them in a shelf where you can put all your shoes, and he was doing that. He'd already been out probably 20 seconds. You know, by the
I was
time
hoping.
got out.
I was hoping he just got back on the slide and would buy you a second time.
That would have been funny.
Bubby stuck on the slide.
Yeah,
Got to call the
but that was his favorite thing.
call the guy with a stick to poke him down the.
He loved it.
All right, so that's day 2. Coco K.
All right, so here's where it gets interesting. So,
All I'm excited.
Our next day was supposed to be a day at sea.
Okay,
And-
supposed to be a day at sea.
So we get to dinner. We changed, showered, and changed, and went to dinner in the dining room. And there's an announcement.
What do you got?
I just like shower and change and shower.
Yeah,
did it twice.
he showered, then he changed. Then he was like, nope, this ain't going to work out. And he changed again. Then he got in there fully clothed, showered again, and went, well, this was a mistake. I did this in the wrong order. So they had to change again.
Oops, daisy.
Now he's an outfit short.
And so we get this announcement that someone had passed away on the boat.
Bing bong. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens like at least once a cruise, usually.
And apparently they had a small child with them.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. And so they had while we were on the island.
So this wasn't like an old, because usually old people who get out there and
don't know.
run around in the sun all
mean,
day, drink all day, and then
They could have drank too much at Nassau, and
then
who
they kink
knows?
over because, they're not used to doing that. But here we are.
Don't know the age or anything. So they said, we're going to go back to Miami. We're going to drop off this young child and to a family member. And so they did. They hauled it to all night long. By that morning, we were back in Miami.
Okay, so this was a sea day for you supposed to be anyway.
Right.
Okay.
But we were back at the Miami port. So
Okay.
They
So now what's the plan?
Well, so they say, okay, now we're going to take you back out to sea, and then come back the next.
So you had 2 sea days?
So we had one sea day, but it started later because they had to go back to Miami.
Okay.
So instead of leaving Coco Cay and having sea night and sea day,
Right.
and sea night again, then we just went to Miami and then went out to sea that morning.
Okay.
So we only had one day of sea day. So
Okay. And where'd you go?
we were watching it because on in the room on the TV you can see where they are on the map and everything. So you can just see that we were going out, and then about 8 hours later they turned right around and went right back.
Oh, so you didn't miss a port.
No.
So you only had 2 ports?
They were just out cruising.
Yeah, we did Nassau and we did Coco Cay.
Okay.
But that night, instead of just doing...
But then you had, because you had 4 nights on the ship, right?
Right. So the first night, then Nassau night.
Okay, first night, then
Coco
Nassau.
Cay
No.
night.
Okay.
And then the next night was...
The sea day
I
night.
got it.
But they proved to you that they could just haul ass back to the port
Miami.
if they wanted to.
Right.
They just
And
not
be
got
there-
to.
And be there by the next morning.
Right. And be there by the next morning. Everybody could just got off the ship.
Yeah, I can't imagine they just venture way out into no man's
Oh, but
land.
they don't
Like,
want
have,
you-
like,
In the microphone.
They don't want you
They
to
probably
do that.
don't go out into no man's land, right? They probably
Yeah.
have a set area that they're like.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna just kind of leisurely make our way back at 2 knots, and
Well, we were going really slow at that point. And so
we sold them 4 days, but we only actually got 3 days in this thing.
right. And they got to take you back out into international waters so they can open the casino and
Oh, yeah.
drinks and all that so they can make more money. So
Hunt lions, all the stuff you can only do in international waters.
I did go to the
Casino.
casino.
Yeah.
Okay, how'd that go?
Went
Unless you
well.
lose.
Oh,
Really?
what did you play?
Played slots.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your slot of choice there, Bubby? Which one did you
It
like?
was called Huff and Puff.
Oh, it's
you
got the
go.
pigs.
Big
Bad Wolf and the
Big Bad
pigs.
Wolf.
Yeah, I've played that one. That took a lot of my money.
I spent the whole sum of $16
Okay.
and over 60.
Holy shit,
So
you did way better than me.
I cashed out and I walked away
Took that money right to the bar and said,
until my wife found out how much I won, and then she goes, "I want 20. I want to play." And so
how much did she win?
she lost it all.
Lost all 20.
So then I was down so I was only up 40.
So you put $36 in.
20 in.
Yep.
Well, plus hers. Yeah. So my 20 originally spent 16, 161, and
I don't know how this math works now.
Yeah, I'm out.
I was not that good at like SATs. I probably didn't do that well in this question.
so I walked away with 61 plus the 4 I had left, so 65, and then she spent 20. So
But you started with 20, so you actually won 45.
40 and kept 4.
Right.
Yeah,
That could have been worse, right?
And then she took 20, so you were up like $20, 24 bottom.
40 because I won 60.
That's pretty
But
good.
you put in 20. So 20 of that 60 was originally yours.
16, yes, 61. Yeah,
My head hurts.
you're right. So 40.
My head
So I was up by 20 by the time she's.
Okay. So you still came out ahead.
Over 20,
You've done better than I've ever done at a casino ever in my life.
Yeah, I walked away. Oh, but I had some ones in my wallet, so I said, I'm gonna do the coin pusher.
Oh, that's a ripoff. Coin pusher's a ripoff.
It is fun.
It's fun, yeah.
But it's a ripoff.
Because you always think I'm only like 2 quarters away from winning this whole thing.
Right.
And then $8 later.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't win shit. What the hell?
So I probably, won enough quarters that if I had walked away with that amount, then it probably would have been
Push.
$10 maybe. But I was like, I can play all these quarters and win more.
Right? And that's how they get you.
How they get
No, that's not the way it worked.
No, not at all.
So we took a trip not too long ago down to Dallas, right? Last week, me and a buddy of mine, we stopped at a convenience store and I had some loose change and they had a coin pusher in there. And
Yep.
it had quarters and nickels and pennies and
In
all
a
that kind of
convenience
stuff.
store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of the Indian casino ones. So
Yeah.
they have these little games, right?
okay.
So you put the quarter in there and it falls down. You put the quarter in there and it falls down. I was like, well, I see nickels and dimes and pennies. So I take a dime, disappears.
Doesn't come out at
Penny
all.
disappears. And I was like, those sons of bitches.
They tricked you.
They put coins in there that the machine doesn't recognize to make you put it, and then they just go away.
They just keep them.
I was like, and the cashier was like, yeah, that happens. I was like, you
dirty
dirty bastard.
That's the white man's charge right there.
Don't they have to be quarters?
Yeah.
But they put other coins in there to
In
make
the
you think it will
machine.
accept it.
They put regular
So when you
coins
put
in there.
a dime in there, it just disappears.
That's
Trick you
wrong.
to just put them in the machine, and the machine's like, thanks for the quarter, thanks for the nickel, thanks
That's
for the
wrong.
dime.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
So over time, that's how they get rich right there.
Anyway,
All right, so now you're back out at sea, cruising around in international waters, hunting lions and smoking Rembrandt paintings,
Killing shark.
killing sharks.
They're not allowed in Candy Mouth Cave.
dodging
Katie Mouth Cave. Dated her in high school. Old Candy Mouth Cave, you know her. So then you're back to port. The next morning you wake up and you're in Miami.
Yeah, time to get off the ship.
Time to get off the ship. How's Parker feeling about getting off the ship?
He was
Vacation? Sad?
Yep.
Yeah.
No more bikini girls to ogle.
So, well, I should tell
All right, let's hear it.
tell a little bit about what he did.
Oh, yeah.
Now this is the part. This is the part Tyler and I have been waiting for. This is where we've had our hopes and dreams built up here.
So he had two run-ins with girls, and one he was just oblivious to her.
Oh.
So there was a girl.
So she was like talking to him, but
nope, didn't get that far. So we were
Bailed out before that.
we were in the pool, and
Okay.
he was just enjoying being in the pool.
Yeah.
And this girl walks up behind him. She's cute. She's got kind of short hair, and she's got a drink in her hand.
like an alcoholic drink.
No, Sprite. She's a teenager.
Cougar.
She's a teenager, and she just walks up behind him, and he just ignores her, and she goes, shrugs her shoulders, and turns around, and walks right back off.
Parker.
Okay.
If you're listening to this
Strike
podcast,
one.
Parker, which I know you are, that will haunt you about 15 years from now. You will think back to that moment and wonder what could have been.
Yep.
And
I don't even know if
My parents are letting me wander off.
I don't know if he even knew he did it, but yeah.
no, those are the moments that haunt you forever.
He ignored her, and she was like, okay.
Okay.
And then second time
that ends up at the old misconnections on Craigslist there.
So there's another time we were sitting by the pool, or around the pool, and this girl is walking up the steps, and he is just staring at her because
This is the one.
This is the one.
he's attracted to her.
Schmitten.
He's attracted. So he's doing his stare,
Okay,
Doing his-
Parker's go-to,
His stare.
his old trustworthy, just hard stare.
And so she gets to the top of the stairs, and she's got some girlfriends with her, and she walks on by, and she turns around, looks at Parker, and goes, "That boy is just staring at me." And he he's just oblivious.
Like that doesn't quit. That doesn't slow him down
No,
in any way.
Not at all. And so she just keeps on walking. And
Parker, what happened to the joke? We told you to have a joke ready, Parker. Come on, buddy.
yeah,
Amanda gave you all the advice you needed in this world.
Yeah.
Have something funny, something witty.
Something witty or just something really weird that
we
you
can't get him
can't.
to talk to anyone though. I mean, like even when he went to the teenager place,
Never gonna see those people again.
Yeah.
That was the glory.
That was the perfect time.
Perfect time.
I don't know how many times we've
We're
told him
barely
that.
prepped for that.
Yeah.
Bubby,
Yeah.
this is on you.
Well, we told him. I don't know how many times we've told him. You
You got to. All right, I need you to Bugs Bunny this, okay?
Bugs
I need you
Bunny.
to get a wig and a dress
Oh.
and put that on, Bugs Bunny, a la Bugs Bunny, so that he can practice talking to a girl. But it's just going to be you.
Yes.
So the pressure's off.
He
And
probably doesn't talk to anybody, right?
He doesn't. So like there was the leader who was kind of just watching all the kids, and she came out to lock the door, and he was standing there talking to us, and he was like, "Hold on, I want you." He couldn't even complete sentences. He was trying to get us to tell her his name because he couldn't tell her.
it's like Raj from freaking Big Bang
Yes.
here.
Maybe I need to get him drunk before we don't talk no more.
Bubby, I would like to officially request that at the point where you go to get Parker drunk,
Yeah.
me and Tyler and Amanda are allowed to come.
Yeah.
Because we are going to need to be a part of that.
I'm gonna need popcorn and a 6-pack.
We will bring whatever is necessary to be part of
White wine spritzers, whatever he wants.
Mad Dog 2020, Boone's Farm apple
Boone's
wine.
Farm.
They even make Boone's Farm.
Oh yeah, they still make Boone
Yeah.
Farm.
Do they? All
You
right.
just got to go to the right part of town
Yeah.
to find
Yeah, yeah.
Three Loco
That-
or
I don't
whatever
go to
it's
that
called.
they
side.
got they got
town.
Boone's Farm and Fago in the same store,
To get him a 4 Locos or something.
right? I don't think they make the Four Locos anymore, do they?
I think they ban those.
Yeah. That's a bad idea right there. How'd you like booze but also caffeine? Just really jack up your fucking day.
Maybe you'd talk to people then. I don't know.
Maybe. So he couldn't even talk to the lady running the thing, huh?
No,
He'll get
couldn't do
there.
that.
Okay. So that was
Or
it
he
then.
won't.
Just those two run-ins with
That was it.
one run-in and one Craigslist missed opportunity there.
Misfire. Yeah.
misfire.
Misfire. Now that's to come, Bubby. We ain't to that point yet, but trust me, that day will eventually come.
Eventually.
All right,
You
folks.
filled the whole thing, Bubby.
I think so.
We have an email.
We got an email we got to read. Then we got to do a little bit of wrap up. Amanda, you got that email?
No.
Oh,
There you go.
Shenanigans. I don't know how to get into the. We're gonna have to take a moment if I don't have it. I can read it, Amanda. If you got it pulled up, you pull it up. I'll read it.
It's just all she can do to.
I don't.
get that
I can't.
email
It's
pulled up.
okay.
Okay. The people love to hear me talk, so I'll read it.
I know
That
that.
you really do. So this is a podcast email we got early in the week.
Yeah. Do you want me to say the name of the person or read
We'll
it?
save it to the end.
Okay. Hello, friends. I'm listening to episode 22, I think, and just got the story of me snapping on Thor at the mega church. And I laughed so hard.
Tyler knows who this is.
It reminds me of the time a bunch of the tech team was swapping stories over lunch about the first time Jane yelled at them. And friend Ken asked, Jane, have you yelled at everyone on the crew at some point? I said something like, yes, Ken, it seems that I have. But every single one of you deserved it. And I think there was a general consensus that the vast majority of you had actually deserved it.
Yeah, I would say that probably.
I 100% deserved it.
Yeah.
I love this podcast. Gonna listen a while more as I do the dishes in my tiny house. It's really great to catch up with all of you and hear what's going on in your lives. Love, Jane.
Friend Jane.
Jane.
Friend of the podcast.
Hi, Jane.
When you
How
get
are
to this episode, Jane, and you are like 20 some episodes behind, thank you for the email. We really love getting an email from our listeners. If you would like to email us, you can reach us at itsallfishandships@gmail.com. Or you can check out the website, itsallfishandships.com. or join our Facebook group where we post all the pictures and information that we have, or try to anyway, from the podcast. I don't always get them all up there.
Gives you some good visuals.
Give you some visuals so you kind of see what we're talking about. That's on Facebook, and it's All Fish and Chips. Don't bother with the TikToks or the Instagram. We don't do anything with them. YouTube has our latest episode up every week. And then if you'd like to be a sponsor of the podcast and get a lovely bracelet with a catchphrase from the podcast and a picture drawn by somebody somewhere, I don't know, it might be somebody from Fiverr at this point, who knows. You can check us out on Patreon for our supporter tier, just like friend Carol and Anthony and my wife and Ed. Or you can sign up for our sponsorship tier where for $20 you can sponsor the podcast and we will read your ad copy, whatever it is, Ron Burgundy style, for the podcast. I think that's everything. I'd like to thank you all for joining us. We really enjoy having you here. We've got some new foreign listeners. Fiji is back.
Heck yeah.
And our Nigerian prince is also back. So thank you for listening to our podcast all the way in Nigeria.
Yeah. Exciting.
Yeah. Having said all of that, my name is Thor.
Bubby.
Amanda.
And Tyler.
And remember, folks, no matter what you got going on in your life, it's all fish and chips.
You know that you can link Facebook to Instagram, right? They're friends.
Oh, I could probably do that, yeah.
Sure, they're friends.
I know.
They hang out.
I just have to figure out how to do it. All right, I'll put it on my list of things to do.
Okay.